knows? I keep forgetting what my personality type is, and honestly, it doesn't even fucking matter. But I thought it'd be fun to do my personality test again after many years and figure out what I am. Because they also say that your personality does change as you get older. And I think it's true, because I was a very other one thing, and then I was not that other thing many years later, and now I don't know. I don't know. If you want to take this personality test, I'll leave the link to it in the description down below, but I think everybody knows what this personality test is because everyone and their mom has done this personality test. Anyways, you regularly make new friends. No. No, I do not. I wouldn't say heavy disagree because I have made some little bits, but I would maybe go like this. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Yes. I wouldn't strongly agree with that because I am very like doing my kind of thing, but I'm very open to listening to people and like hearing their point of view, learning. So maybe like here, you're not easily swayed by emotional arguments. You're not easily swayed by emotional arguments. I feel like I'm not understanding words right now. I am easily swayed by emotional arguments, or no, I'm not easily swayed by emotional arguments. Yeah. Because... Damn, okay, this is getting a little bit too into my own psyche, and I don't like that. I don't want to start going into my own psyche, and this is my own fault for doing this personality test. But, like... Usually, I just, like... Maybe, like... I feel like everyone to a certain point gets swayed by emotional arguments, because if things are heightened to, like, such an extent, you will be affected by it. Be it in a way that you yell back, or you shut down, or whatever. So I think how I understand it is that everyone to some extent will be swayed by emotional arguments, depending on which level it gets to. Some people have more tolerance towards it, and others don't. So, neutral. You struggle with deadlines. Not really. If it's a set in stone deadline, I will make that deadline. But if the deadline is super wishy-washy, I'm gonna procrastinate. You rarely feel it. Jesus. It's been getting better, actually. I used to always do strong agree. By always, I mean the 2 times I've done it in the past. But it's been getting a little better. I'm proud to say. I want to say... It's actually been getting really good. And when I do have those quote-unquote insecure moments, I usually like to just talk about it, and then letting it just like physicalize by my words, I feel better already, and I'm okay, I'm done. It's okay. I'll say this one. You avoid making phone calls. Yeah, actually I do. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. Not really. You prioritize being sensitive over being honest. So like being blunt, like if somebody's going through something, instead of just being like, yeah, you were kind of an asshole, I'm like, no baby, it's okay. Yeah, I like to be sensitive. Your living and workspaces are clean and organized. I actually have been keeping my room and my office space pretty well organized. Not perfect, but it's pretty good. You often feel overwhelmed. When I'm in a big group of people, I feel easily overwhelmed. Very easily. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. I like working on my own, but I like getting the opinions of other people, so I want to say neutral. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. It really depends. I don't do it too much. I would like the idea of doing it, but I don't do it too much. TBH. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. Nah. I like people's feelings. I'm a feeler. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Yeah, pretty much. I have a rough idea of what I want to do throughout the day, but I don't keep a strict schedule for it. I just kind of like, yeah, I want to get some videos done. I want to get some drawings done. I want to do some thumbnails. I want to try to record a video. I might not be able to do all of them in that day, but that's okay. I'm going with the flow. You really worry about whether you make a good impression on people. I worry a little. I do. I'm a people pleaser, unfortunately. If I'm not pleasing people, pause, I want to die. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting. No. You're not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative work. No, I would say I like hearing people's opinions and thoughts and stuff for creative medias like movies, TV shows, art pieces, games. I like even if I don't consume it myself, I like hearing what people's take on it is. So I am interested. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. 100%. People are the real. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. I feel like I've answered this question like 3 times already. I don't actively seek out. No, I do not. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. Prone? No, I don't think so. I think I worry just like any other person would. The regular amount. People in the comments are like, actually, Chuchu, there is no, the regular amount should be 0. Whatever, fuck off. I do worry. Not often. I do have my days where I worry and I feel this sense of dread that things are just gonna turn for the worse, be it in my friendships, my family, my career, my passions. I do get those worries, and I'm like, it's a really overwhelming feeling, but it doesn't happen too often. And sometimes when it does happen, I snap myself out of it and I say, Chuchu, stop it. Worrying about things that have not happened and may not happen is just a waste of your time. Focus on things you like to do. If you're having a hard time doing your art, do something else and come back to your art later. A lot of the time, I will just try to focus on the positives in my life. Playing a game that I like, not that I have much time for that. Drawing, spending time with the people I love. Even if it's just messaging them like, hey, I love you. And I'm happy that you're with me. That in and of itself is already a huge weight off, because if I allow myself to delve into these thoughts, it's gonna consume me and it's not gonna benefit anyone, and especially not me. So let's go like this one. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. 100%. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. That's a big disagree. I spent most of my high school days writing fan fiction on Wattpad, and I have to say I actually did a really good job on those. Not the writing, but the numbers were doing. People liked them. And then I got banned. I got banned in like 2020. And this was like so many years after I stopped writing fanfiction. And then suddenly I got an email saying, you've been banned. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't care. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it disregarding some emotions. This one's kind of hard actually, because I am a very emotional person. I'm a feeler, if you will. But when it comes to efficiency, sometimes I will try to take a logical standpoint on it. But the thing is with me is that I like to view both sides of it. I like to think of it from a logical aspect and an emotional aspect, because both are very important. Most of the time, honestly, I go for what my heart tells me, not my brain. Let's say like this, maybe. That one's hard though, because I think most of my decisions are done with more feeling in it. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Yes, but sometimes I don't. And sometimes I procrastinate it and do my stuff and relax for a while. But it is true to it's like a reward to allow yourself to do things. So I will say like these. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. In disagreements, I usually like to hear people out. I will say my point, they will say their point, and then we shake hands and move on. Because I don't see the point in arguing over something that you clearly unless it's like a very big deal that you're disagreeing on. I'm like thinking about plot lines in a movie, for example, like, oh, I didn't like this, oh, but I did, kind of thing. But like I said, I'm a feeler. Maybe I put myself down sometimes, where I try to, in favor of trying to keep the peace, I try to make people feel seen and comfortable, even if it means I won't get seen, or I won't be comfortable. Because of course I want my point seen, and it is frustrating when I'm not given the chance to prove my point, but I don't... Guys, this is getting a little bit too deep for me, and I'm like, this was supposed to be funny! Damn it! I'm not supposed to be thinking about things. I think a lot of the time I push my own feelings down in favor of trying to make the other person feel better. Not always, because it's human, you want to prove your point and all, but I have done that for... anyways, no more of that. I'm a loser. Usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Yes, I do. A lot more in the past than I have now. Now I'm a lot more, like, forceful. I force it out. I'm vomiting and screaming and shitting myself on the inside, but I'm like, no. I'm an adult now. I don't have an excuse to be hiding away all the time. I will. Sometimes. But when introducing and all that, I'll be like, oh, hey, what's up? Yeah. Like, if it's me and one person alone, and I'm gonna be like, okay, hey, trying to make them comfortable, even in my own discomfort. Big groups of people, though, I'm like, they can entertain themselves. Like, they can do their own thing. I'll just be over here, and if someone wants to come talk to me, they can come talk to me, so. I go like these. Your mood can change very quickly. Overall, not really. It can change quickly in certain circumstances. If I were, like, if something bad were to happen during a good day, like something really, like, upsetting, I can get upset quite quickly. But overall, my mood can be very, stable. I just get tired. If I go quiet sometimes, I just ran out of social battery. It's not my mood, I'm just tired. So I might say like this. Usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than with actual arguments. Yeah. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Comme ci, comme ça. Sometimes. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I want to say no. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. This one I'm going to say neutral, mate. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Nee, big disagree. I love being by myself. I love the comfort of my room, being alone with my thoughts. Even if it's not great thoughts, I really do like it because I get to take things at my own pace. Of course, I love talking to my friends. I do. And it's very beneficial sometimes to let out those inner feelings to them and have fun with them. But I'm just really comfortable around myself. Like, I really just, I love being, Anyways, you become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Not really. Like, I think the problem is that I can't follow along. I have no idea what you're saying sometimes, but doesn't mean I'm not having fun. Because when I see the person that I'm with is having fun, I'm having fun. I'll be like, babe, I have no idea what you're talking about. But I love seeing you talk about this. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. No, When the facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. 100%. I just said that earlier. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. A little bit, but I think I've got a really good flow now in terms of like work schedule with my computer. Studying though, I've been really putting on the back burner because I wanted to study some art techniques and all that. Yeah, I have not been doing that. So I will go like this. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. I do second guess a lot. But my process is I will second guess and then I'll be like, well, I've already made my decision. I have to commit to my decision. I can complain all I want about the decision that I have made, but the fact of the matter is that I can't go back. I have made my decision. I must commit. But I do stress about the decisions I've made. Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. Would they? I don't know. I have a problem. It's called impostor syndrome. My friends will say one thing and then I'll be like, do they actually think that? I'm pretty sure they actually hate me. They say, oh my gosh, I love this quality about you. And I'm like, if they get to know me more, they're gonna hate me more. Lively and outgoing. I suppose, like if I'm doing online things, which is all the time. No, you know, if I'm really comfortable with my friends, I am very lively and outgoing until my social battery dies. But with strangers, that's when I'm like keeping it on the down low. I'm quiet. I become the most unfunniest person ever. So I'd say yes. And then watch my friends go into the comments and say, Chuchu, actually, we don't think you're lively and outgoing. You're actually terrible, and you're kind of an idiot thinking that you are lively and outgoing. Wah! You are drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. What about drawing? Yeah, let's go agree. You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. I'm an emotional. You like to have a to-do list. No, I have a general to-do list. That's just like things that I have to do, like commissions or edits or things to record. It's not an each day thing. It's literally just like a piece of paper or a sticky note that has like the things that I want to do, and then sometimes I forget about it and it gets thrown in the trash. Sometimes I will cross out the things that I have done. So no. Usually stay calm and even under a lot of pressure. Yeah. I'm very I like to say, I like to think that I'm a very patient person. I'm a very understanding person. I like to think. I've been in a lot of situations in which the pressure has been very high and I had to be the cool, level-headed one. Because also I don't know how to express emotion. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. I do. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. I like both. I'm going neutral on that one because both can be good. Going very intense and complex is very, very interesting and it's super cool. But sometimes just having something basic and straightforward is also just a really good feeling thing. You easily connect with people you have just met. I mean, yeah. Once that kind of barrier has been, like, when you meet with someone, yeah, I easily make a connection. I reach out and I talk or whatever. But sometimes the other person does not want to reciprocate. So I stop because to me, a relationship is a two-way street. If one person's doing all the talking and they're trying their best to do all the talking, and the other person just doesn't care, all they reply is just, haha. Then I'm just like, bro, what's the fucking point? And it's like, I'm not saying like, oh, if my friend did this once, so I have to cut her out. No, I'm saying if that is the only thing your relationship is you talking and them barely responding, sometimes not even, that's not a relationship. It's not gonna work out. So yeah, if your plans are interrupted, your top priority is get back on track as possible. Yep. You're still bothered by mistakes you made long ago. Yep. I am bothered by them. But those were things that need to happen to be where I am, and so like it's not, I wouldn't go back and change them, you know what I mean? You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. I am not interested, no, because I know we're doomed. And I don't want to talk about that because then I will spiral. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Nah. I feel inside, I don't express outside very well. And I think sometimes people misunderstand me a lot because I don't express too much out. I'm not good at relaying my emotions very well sometimes. And they may misinterpret / misunderstand me, and it gets very upsetting, but you know. It's all on the inside. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical. Yeah. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Yeah, kind of. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed. What did I just say earlier, guys? What did I just say? Editor, cut back to what I said earlier. I have a problem. It's called impostor syndrome. You would love to have a job that requires you work alone. Yeah. Working alone meaning doing my computer stuff. Working for myself. And then occasionally networking with people. I mean, do I count collabs as working with other people? I don't know. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. No, I don't think. If you like to do something, bruv, do it. If it's not hurting anyone, do it. It's not a waste of time. For me, no, actually, I don't think so. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmosphere. No, yikes, forever. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. Yeah, because I'm a feeler. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Yeah, not like to an overextending time where I will, like, lose it all. But there are times when a small mistake and I'm like, wow, I'm a useless piece of shit. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. I skip steps. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. Yeah, I like to take some detours. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice. Yeah. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Nah, I have Notion for organizing videos and streams, but I don't use it all the time. I'll go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. That's what she said! You feel confident that things will work out for you. Yeah, I'm a dreamer. I'm a female. Give me those results. Give me those Oh. Wait a minute. Huh, yeah. Obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Who'd have thunk? Who would have thunk? That's crazy. I'm assertive. You're likely self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress, refusing to worry too much. I get stressed like every other person, but, you know. You're likely very adaptable, easygoing, and flexible, prioritizing spontaneity over stability. Yeah. You likely value emotional expression and sensitivity, prioritizing empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. You're likely very imaginative and open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. You likely prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and feel drawn to calmer environments. Yeah. I do. My strengths, insightful understanding. You grasp emotional nuances, creating genuine connections with coworkers and clients. Gentle persuasion, quiet determination, independent thinking. Struggle with pragmatism. Your idealistic expectations may hinder practical decision making and achievable goals. Difficulty networking, overlooking organization. Hey, it's not that bad. Drained by routine, facts. Reluctant to advocate, your natural humility often prevents you from presenting your contributions effectively. Reacting personally to criticism. Constructive feedback may trigger deep self-doubt, negatively affecting your confidence. Actually, funnily enough, not really. Like, I've been criticized my whole life. by my parents. So I'm actually like pretty accustomed to taking criticism. It fucking hurts sometimes, yeah, because I'm human, but I'm taking that shit and people are telling me these things for a reason. Careers I might love, I'll never know. My personal growth, I'll never know. Open to possibilities, self-critical, avoidance to routine, hard to move past regrets. Nah, I moved on. Natural listener, avoiding conflict. I do avoid conflict, neglecting your needs. What the fuck? Insecurity in new situations. Shut the fuck up. Sensitive to rejection. Shut up. Withdrawal under stress. Idealizing connect. Shut up! So this is funny actually because I'm pretty sure this was my first personality and then I became yellow. I don't remember which one it was. I became yellow and now I'm back to this one. But I'm next to Björk. She's Icelandic. And William Shakespeare. To be or not to be? What easy question. Frodo, Johnny Depp, William Wordsworth. Anne of Green Gables. Sick as fuck. So am I cool? Does this mean I'm cool, guys? I'm Julia Roberts, guys, come on. I'm Tom Hiddleston. Guys, I'm cool, right? I'm Björk. I'm Björk! Well, guys, I am the Mediator. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. Yeah, whatever that means. As an INFP, you possess rich inner world brimming with imagination, empathy, and idealism. Your compassionate nature and deep-seated desire to understand the human experience makes you a natural confidant and source of support for those around you. You approach life with a sense of wonder, always seeking meaning and authenticity in your experiences and relationships. Your creativity is a wellspring of inspiration, often manifesting in unique ideas and innovative solutions to complex problems. However, the same creativity can sometimes lead you to become lost in daydreams, making it challenging to handle the more practical aspects of life. You have a profound capacity for empathy, allowing you to connect with others on a deep, almost intuitive level. Namaste. I feel like this matches me. I think. This me. But it was fun. I'm glad I did this. Maybe I'll take a BDSM test next time. Who said that? Edward Katana. I really enjoyed doing this kind of test and getting to know a little bit about myself. And if you enjoyed it, you should subscribe to me. And if you want to do this test yourself, I'll leave the link in the description, but it's just called 16 personalities. You can just Google it. Or personality test. It's probably the first one that show up. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next video.